DXB Crypto family, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy DXB Crypto, and in today's video, I want to big up the brother who was asking for a long form format of a Kaspa video. But before I do that, big shout out to the Discord, because I've just printed more than 10 charts there with a macro buy and sell signal. And we're going to talk about Kaspa in that same light. So if you're thinking about buying Kaspa, if you hold Kaspa and you want to go beyond just the bullish sentiment, of course, none of this is financial advice, but it is your money, so you've got to do your research. And we want to talk about what's going on with Kaspa, the market cap, and of course, that all-important buy or sell macro candle. So I've got all of that for you. Smash a like, follow the channel, follow me on DXB Crypto or one-to-one on X, at DXB Crypto one-to-one, and let's go. So Kaspa sits around $800 million market cap. I'm not going to bore you to death, but if you're coming into the first cycle, Kaspa basically solves the trilemma. It is scalable, it is secure, it is fast, 30 bits per second. It is a completely revolutionary technology. But what's driving the kind of Kaspa speculation right now? Now, a few things you need to know. Things that are driving the Kaspa sentiment right now. Strong diamond hand mentality. Over 18% of all Kaspa has not moved in the last 2 years, which is an all-time high, by the way. Community sentiment, of course, is consistently polling around CoinMarketCap's. Again, you know, this is a bullish vote because the Kaspa community is so strong. It is consistently at a 90% plus. Now, builder's narrative, of course, Kaspa does really go beyond a speculative asset in the sense that there are no paid influencers, shillers. Everybody who buys Kaspa is in it for their own money. However, because Kaspa is more of a developer-led and a technical community is at the heart of what drives Kaspa's price, it is unlikely to get those, what you call, hype moments. Of course, I've been buying Kaspa for a very long time. I've been in it for, since 2022. And the OGs know, of course, Kaspa all started at the early days on the internet. So the GHOSTDAG protocol is a straightforward marketing tool, in my opinion. The Bitcoin trilemma, the Bitcoin, Bitcoin's the gold standard, Kaspa is the silver. That's what you have. But what else is doing it for Kaspa? The X community is incredibly strong, but what we're about to see now is the first real Kaspa TVL. I cannot underestimate or overestimate how important this metric is. It's only $1.6 million in the first day. And this is USDC/USDT on Kaspa native. Up till now, you could never formally, because of smart contract limitations, you couldn't have a Kaspa TVL. Watch this number. This number tells you of a value that the chain now is starting to have stable coins. And once it does that, all I expect is that TVL to grow into the billions. Now, at the moment, Kaspa's market cap, like I said, is $800 million. One question you may have is, should you be buying, should you be selling, despite the fact that Kaspa is, if you look at this last 7 days, 14 days, 14% down, 3% down now, is the price bullish or bearish? Really depends on what you look at. I have actually published this on the alert section. If you're in the Discord or if you're in the chat, just tag me for a macro alert of your chosen cryptocurrency, and I'll be able to give you a strong buy or a strong sell depending on what time frame we're looking at. But hey, let's look at this at the weekly level. Back on the 11th of May, we printed a Kaspa sell dot on my special indicator right here. Okay, so sell Kaspa at that particular moment. Now, since then, Kaspa's price has been falling. Of course, we had the big upgrade, and that's why you see these candles. That obviously this particular candle here was the top, so that kind of printed the sell signal. Now, a sell signal is not something to joke around with, especially on the weekly macro. Okay, despite the fact that I'm bullish for on Kaspa for the next 10 years or beyond, a weekly sell signal indicates two things. One, the cryptocurrency market is under pressure. This particular coin's under pressure, and we may come back. Now, of course, I do have marked a DCA zone, which we profited from. we actually, you know, I had some orders triggered here. You can always enter Kaspa, and it's pretty cheap now. Now, I did say for Kaspa to flip bullish, immediately we're looking at, you know, this white line. Beyond that, we're looking at this second line. But really what you need is prices at well above 5 to 6 cent mark. Okay, there's your dot that appears on the chart. It means the price is eventually going to slack for a little bit from here. Very cheap below, and I've put this on the chart. Anytime you see Kaspa below this price, it is absolutely, without any kind of left or right, it is cheap. So grab yourself some cheap Kaspa. Of course, how low could it go? I mean, I'm expecting this price range, you know, 2.5 to about where it is right now. This is a very strong foundational level. You could see we've been sitting here for best part of the bear market. Okay, and I do expect a sideways action. However, long term, everybody's calling for $1. Everybody's calling for $5, $2, $3. I think the most important thing right now is Kaspa to go into a price discovery once the bull market comes. That's above 20 cents, 20 to 25 cents. Get through that, and then we'll talk about the higher price targets later. But anyway, if you, like I said, if you're in the Discord, head into the chart section. We've printed a lot of good signals today. Of course, I'm going to continue doing this. Smash a like on the video if you like, or if you hold Kaspa. God bless you all. And big up to everyone who's celebrating Eid, even if you're not. Eid Mubarak. Take care, guys. I'll see you on the next video.